Hey everybody, just an update video for you, not really about church events. I've got one of those coming on a little bit later on today, but this is just something from my heart to yours. And as we kind of dig in a little bit for the next couple minutes, I just want to show you, I've done some rearranging in the office here. And if you spend any time in my office, it would look a little bit different than what you're used to. Most of it looks the same. But I have cleared up a few things and eliminated a few things, and actually just tried to clean up my workspace a little bit. So there's maybe a bit of a better angle there. The area I'm standing in has usually been cluttered with my desk being in the way, and maybe even there's a better view there, some of the open space. I'm actually enjoying the new look, not just because it's a new look and because I just kind of like rearranging things once in a while, but it feels decluttered, and a clean workspace and a good working environment is kind of key. Actually, one of the keys to be able to keep things running in the office here. And it's hard when a desk is filled with papers and things that need to get done. And I'm a big fan of sticky notes. It's just kind of the way my mind tends to work. I know what's on my sticky notes. I know where they are. I know what they say. And other people don't don't work that way, and that's okay. But I've just been thinking about what it's actually like to have a decluttered mind and a decluttered heart. And maybe this hits home for a lot of us just in the middle of this season, where it's actually been super difficult to try and figure out what does it actually mean to think critically and to think clearly about a lot of the issues that we're facing. I mean, if you look at media stories, online content, even just what's happening in our own lives and our own communities, it's a bit of a difficult world to navigate right now. There's so many strong opinions about this and that and the other thing, and not just COVID realities, but a lot of things in life in general. And I'm kind of finding it hard, even in my own way, to navigate some of this stuff. So this is just a bit of a visual image, and maybe an encouragement. I think it's essential for us to find a way to declutter our mind and to declutter our hearts. It doesn't necessarily involve a major renovation. Like, I didn't tear down the walls of my office here. I didn't do anything super drastic. I just decided it was time to put things into a better place, and to be able to actually get all the things where I needed them to be, and to have a nice working space, a nice counseling space, a nice place that that people can come and that it's not so crowded. So what does it look like for you to declutter your mind and to declutter your heart? Here's just a few simple suggestions that might be helpful for you as we move into spring and summer and all that may lie ahead in 2021 here. Just a few suggestions on how to declutter your heart and your mind. First, have short accounts with Jesus. Simply, this just means connect with Jesus often. Throughout your day, even if it's just a couple of minutes, do a quick spiritual check-in, a quick emotional check-in. Dial into the thoughts that are running through your mind, and connect them right to the heart of Jesus, and allow him to filter out anything that just isn't necessary, or things that aren't helpful. To do that actually gives Jesus access to your thoughts and access to your heart. And when he has that kind of access, he can change the things that need to change. Second, ruthlessly eliminate things that are causing you to worry or to fear. Now, we can't get rid of, COVID, and we can't change legislation or things like that, but we can change what we feed into our mind and what we feed into our heart. So the things that we dwell on, the things that we watch most often, whether that's TV, social media, newspapers, online articles, all of these things are ways that we feed ourselves and gain information. Take a critical look at what is feeding you. Where are you getting your thoughts, your ideas, your information? And I would ask, and even just recommend strongly, that another essential ingredient is to get as much of the information and content as you can right from Jesus, right from his scriptures, right from the Spirit of God speaking to your heart. That's actually a beginning point rather than a point we introduce later on. Like, once we get a bunch of information about the world around us and what's going on, it's easy for us to then form our own opinion and to try and think of what that looks like. But if we actually ask Holy Spirit first, even at the beginning of our day, Lord, would you shape my thoughts? Would you shape my heart for whatever lies ahead today? Then when all of those ideas and information comes your way through whatever medium, you're already in a position where you can filter it more easily. Rather than it gaining access, you can hold the wrong things at bay, or even the things that cause more stress. You can even say, today's not a day where I'm actually going to think about the issues that I find stressful or hard to control. I think that's a good idea. It's a way to declutter your mind. So connecting with Jesus and giving him space to speak to us before the day really begins, controlling the information and the ideas that are coming our way is also helpful. The third thing, find good and creative ways to connect with others. This may be the hardest right now, at least in terms of the regulations and stuff. But I really do think a time is coming when those doors are open again, it may actually be difficult for people to re-engage. Now, you might be chomping at the bit to have those backyard barbecues and those social gatherings in your home. However, it might actually be more difficult than we actually anticipate to re-engage. So it might be a good idea, even in these days, to start initiating more contact with people. If that's text messaging, if that's a quick video chat, even if it is finding another creative way. There's lots of ways that we can connect, but it might be a good idea to start initiating some of those contacts, even if we can't necessarily do a lot of that face-to-face. Start getting in the habit of connecting again. That way, when the doors do open up more, it doesn't feel like such an abrupt shift. So those would be three recommendations. Short accounts with Jesus, allowing him access, even in the first parts of our day, so that all the things that come our way, we're actually more prepared to deal with and to hold back the things that might be not as beneficial for us. And 3, just to find creative ways to connect with people again. And start forming and reforming those relationships so that it doesn't feel so abrupt when those doors do open up. So just 3 things from me to you, things that I've been thinking through and dealing with, and hopefully that's helpful for you. And just praying for all of you today that you have a fantastic day, and hope Jesus is meeting you right where you are. I know he is. I just pray that you have a tangible sense of that reality today. We love you all. We miss you all. And hopefully we'll see you this Sunday. Take care, guys.